Hello, everybody. This is Dan. We are going to be going over social media, and I wanted to, when I prepare for these, I kind of go back and I go through on each topic and figure out what people have been asking me about each one. So we're going to do this one a little bit different than we would normal social media. We'll touch on the main platforms in social media that you should be using. But we're also going to touch on some of the issues people are having on social media. The number one issue that people have been coming to me with is, I posted in, 30 groups, 40 groups the last 3 days, and I haven't generated any leads. Because that gets frustrating. It gets old to be doing the right things and working and not seeing any results. So we're going to post basically the same thing twice and doing it a little bit different, and I will show you why we're going to do it both ways. And hopefully it will help with the issues some of you guys have been having. When people come to me and they say they haven't been getting any, nobody's clicking or nobody's registering, they're not generating the leads. They don't necessarily know why. The first thing I kind of like to look at is, would you click on it? Was there anything that, was it a marketing piece or is it simply a list posted to a group? Could they quickly understand what you were trying to help them find, and did you fuel some kind of a desire for them? What's the word I'm looking for? But really fueling the fact that what you have is better than what they have, and that inadequacy, and making them want to see what you have to offer. So let's check it out. Let me share a screen. The infinite black hole streams. Okay, now I know it's working. All right. So, we're going to do, we're going to use a web search for this. This one's not on Squeeze Pages, so I'm not even going to add that element to it because I want to make sure I get to touch on what I want to touch on social media. So I'm going to go to my website. And I'm going to do a search for Santan Valley. And let's do max of 200,000. I've got 180. So there's still plenty of lists, more than most people are going to sort through. Let's hit found. And now what a lot of people are doing is they'll go in here, and this isn't a bad thing, it's just a thing. And they'll hit 3 bedrooms, or maybe they're going to go in here and they're going to hit 4 bedrooms. So now I have a list of 78 properties that I found. Let me refresh my list on the right. When you are posting these, you want to go to grid or list, just because the pictures often will pull stuff that's not really in your search. So let's do grid. It doesn't matter too much. So here it is. Now I have a list of 4-bedroom homes in Santan Valley for under $200,000. So what a lot of people are going to do, they're going to go out and they're either going to go to a group or they're going to go to their business page. Let's just go to a group. And let's type in a group. Santan Valley Online Yard Sale and Barter. There we go. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to start a discussion. I don't want to sell something that doesn't give me all the same options. Start a discussion, and I'm going to put out all the deals on 4 bedroom homes for sale. Put that 4-bedroom homes for sale in Santan Valley. Google does like Facebook, and people also search Facebook search engine up there. So if somebody puts 4-bedroom homes for sale in Santan Valley, I want to be able to be found. For under 200,000. Link. Please give me pictures since I typed it up. I didn't do that right. Still thinking of going to give me pictures. It's not going to. Oh, Facebook. How I love you. Always paste your link first. That was a. Just so you can make sure you're going to get images before you type all your text. All right. So, go through. Since I'm posting lists, I don't care whose picture comes up. I can't really get in trouble for this because I'm not advertising their house. And this is an IDX poll that use the image. So I can go through here and I can select an image, whichever image I want. I can go down here. Well, it's not letting me remove any, which is fine. We're going to try to find an agent who knows how to schedule a photographer. That's a pretty house. That's what we're doing. I'm going to post this. Post. Okay. So now when I'm scrolling through this page, and I'm sure you do this all the time, I wasn't absolutely blown away. I didn't necessarily want to click, even though I know that all these homes for sale, they all have 4 bedrooms. If I stopped and read this, they're all under 200,000. There's some items. People who are in too small of a home might be like, oh wow, or I'm renting. Oh wow, these are under 200,000. But I wasn't blown away. I wasn't like, wow, I gotta check this out. So now let's see this a little bit different. Let's add one simple thing. So right here, if you got a pool, all you can do is no pool. We're gonna go up here, and we're gonna select pool. Found 28 4-bedroom homes with a pool for under $200,000. So now we got something cooler. So now I'm going to go through, and I'm actually going to go to my business page. And I went through yesterday, and I pulled a picture down. I'm going to pull a new one now, just so I can show you guys how I want to do this correctly. I type in amazing swimming pools. Go to Google Images and keep yourself out of trouble. Go right here to search tools and click on usage rights and put label for reuse. I can use any of these pictures because these are labeled by Google as labeled for reuse. So when I do this, I don't necessarily want to I don't want to go post this swimming pool. Might catch somebody's attention, but nobody's going to be like, is that in a backyard in Santan Valley? No, we don't have any oceans, so it's probably not. But let's find something that people might question. They're not going to wonder if this guitar, this Hard Rock probably pool or whatever is in Santan Valley, or Rockstars outside of it. They're not going to think this one is, but as I'm up here, this one right here could be. not so much. If you're doing Gilbert or something where there's lake communities, this one easily could be. I think this is the one I pulled down yesterday. This one might be. Nobody's going to know for sure. Nice picture of a swimming pool, and it's labeled for reuse. I'm going to save this picture. Backyard pool on my desktop. That's fine. Now I'm going to go back to Facebook. And on my desktop, let's go backyard pool. Well, that's slowly looking over here. I'm going to pull my search. Oh no, I'm making Facebook do two things at once. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. Facebook's a little slow today. Zuckerberg's busy talking about not building a wall while he builds his big wall around his house in Hawaii, blocking other people's ocean views. Sorry, didn't bring politics into a discussion. I just thought that was funny, regardless. Okay. Let's reload this real quick. See if it'll come back to us a little bit quicker. First, I'm just adding an image. And very cool. We're going to change this while that's loading. That image is not that big, but we're right here where it said what the link was about. We're going to put homes in Santan Valley, Arizona, with a pool and 4 bedrooms for under. That's basically. I delete this. I can watch because I have it below. For under. I do still have Keller Williams are down here, so I wasn't breaking any rules, but we should add to these. Okay. And now we're going to put, it is up outside. Pick out these 4-bedroom homes with a pool for under $200,000. We're going to publish this. So now when people are, kind of this one's on my business page. We're going to fix that. We're going to take it and we're going to, I can't share it right now. Wait, let me, I'm not a member of the groups in here. Sharing a group. Santan Valley Online. Let's do Santan Creek first come first. When people are scrolling through, instead of seeing the front of the stucco house 50 times, they'll see it 49 times from the other agents. When they get to your picture, they're going to find a really cool pool. Or you're going to do one about 3-car garages, and you're going to post a picture of a really nice epoxy floor with cabinets or stainless steel workbenches or anything like that to catch their attention first. They need to be able to. They need to have a reason to stop and look at your post before they ever are going to want to click on your post. That makes sense. They're not going to read your text if there's no reason for them to stop and look at it. So maybe when they're scrolling through right here, they're going to be like, "Oh, what's going on? Was there a news article about pools? It's hot outside. Check out these 4-bedrooms with a pool for under $200,000. Holy cow! I didn't know that was possible." So then they might click on this link, and then from there is where you're going to generate more leads. People have to read your text and have it be relevant to them. They have to first read your text, and they're not going to read your text if they're looking at an ad that looks exactly the same as everybody else is. Everybody else's ad. So that's what I would start doing with Facebook. Change out your pictures. The reason I had to go find a picture is Facebook's always going to look for a default image, and if your default image is the default images for all the houses in your search of the front of the house, there's nothing you can do to really fix that other than add your own. If you've got your own pictures, load HD pictures that you own to begin with, and you don't have to look for pictures that are labeled for reuse. Another one that I want to touch on, and this is going to be big for people who have come to, or in the process of coming to real estate from another industry. Actually, let me pop in and make sure there's no questions. Got no questions in chat right now. All right. Who've come to real estate from another industry is LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, I like to treat a little bit differently because a lot of people go to Facebook for entertainment and they go to LinkedIn for more business stuff. And even if you haven't come from another industry, go to LinkedIn and kind of become friends with people that maybe your previous clients are great people to be LinkedIn with. And they might leave you feedback and reviews. So that is a great place to start. If you're like, well, yeah, I came from teaching, but I've been in real estate for 15 years. Great, go LinkedIn all your clients, LinkedIn their friends, their coworkers, stuff like that. Just start building it. People don't really see a lot of stuff on here. So they, as far as, it's not like their Facebook page where they open it up and they have 75 new things. They're trying to scroll through it. People don't generally use LinkedIn as much that way. But it does have that capability. So down here, they have, people have information on here. So what I would do is I would treat LinkedIn a little bit more like a blog. And I'm linked in with quite a few realtors. No offense if I've never requested you on LinkedIn. I don't request realtors on LinkedIn because I use LinkedIn more for marketing to people. And I'm not marketing to other agents. When I go through here, I have, where does it tell me how many people I'm linked in, my profile. Would it be my profile? So I have 500 plus connections in LinkedIn. I probably have 100, guessing, realtors. So I have 400 people to market to in LinkedIn that, are, some of them I know are married to realtors and stuff like that. But when you do LinkedIn, what you want to do, and when I say you want to use it more from a business approach, you're wanting to tell people remind people you're in real estate. That's going to be one of the purposes of it. But you also want to give them some sort of a value. So let's talk about one thing that would be a no-brainer right now, and you should be talking to your clients about anyways, is what those crazy Brits have done to um, our mortgage rates. So let's type in mortgage rates. Well, there, Brexit, they're calling it. So the British exit, mortgage rate hit fresh lows as Brexit ripples through the markets. Here's a market watch. Well, let's see if this article is any good. And I'm not going to study it. But if you look, I mean, when was their exit? A week ago? I mean, granted, with it coming, you know, it was already going, but, you know, we have a drop. So this is something to talk about. I'm going to take this article and I'm going to share an update. Now I'm going to put a good time to buy a house is now a great time to buy a house with. So I'm just going to call it Brexit, and they might not immediately know what I'm talking about, which is fine. And I'm going to paste my link. Share this. Share this with public. You can still do the same things. Share with public and Twitter. My Twitter and my LinkedIn are not linked together, so I can't do that. But, so I'm going to share this. And it's going to say right here, Dan Kais, Realtor, Keller Williams Realty, East Valley. A good time to buy a house is not a great time to buy a house with Brexit. And now I'm going to get people who are going to comment, like, and share this, and my stuff's just like Facebook now. People can do the same thing. They can't hover over this and get the little love and get the crying and everything else. But and this is an easy way to market to people. And now another thing that you should be doing with LinkedIn, if you have come from another industry fairly recently, is type a note in like Word of, you know, hey, been a while since we've talked. I hope everything is going well with you over at, you know, ABC Company, wherever you used to work with them. And, you know, you're going to put the little blurb in there, and then you're going to go into your private messages up here, and you're going to compose private message, and just go through your list, or go to all your network, your connections. Leave. And the reason I say to type it into Word, you can send these people something all at the same time. But go down, you know, go through your list of people. And I don't really want to send it to people at Conversion. I don't want to send it to Dean. I don't want to send it to Rand Realty. I want to send it to Joe. Well, too many people from this industry have hit me up. So I'm going to send it to Angie. I'm going to right here. I'm going to message, and I'm going to put, "Hey Angie," you know, and then I'm going to paste my message in. I'm going to go to Brian Curtis. "Hey Brian." You're going to go to Diane Balaga. "Hey, Diane," all the way through, and just hit all these people with what appears to be a private message. I sent out, I did this a while back, I sent out about 120 messages. I had about 30 of them respond with a message asking me how real estate was going, everything else. So the other 90 didn't respond. They were people that I was extremely tight with. Some of them just made a lot more money than me when we worked together, so I really wanted to help them buy the house. I had a couple of them respond like, "Oh yeah, you know, appreciate you reaching out. Actually, my father-in-law is a realtor, so we kind of go that way. But you know, I'll definitely keep you in mind." You know, would just go through and hit these people up one-on-one, make it sound like, you know, that I was sitting here and I was like, "Will, dude, I was just thinking about you. I don't remember who Will is." And I wanted to, you know, reach out. I know you're in the greater Philadelphia, you know, are you still living in Philadelphia? If you know anybody moving to Arizona, we get a lot of transplants out here from there. You know, I'd be glad to help them out. And just really stay in front of your people that way. This is a really easy way to almost have a touch. These people aren't in your sphere. If they're in your sphere, I probably wouldn't send them the private message, because you're touching them in other ways. But the people who are not in your sphere, This is how you try to add people to your sphere. So the major questions I've had recently are, how do I use LinkedIn? What do I use LinkedIn for? And why are people not clicking on my Facebook links? So you could also go into LinkedIn and send do a search, do a blog. When you do a blog, you should always come over here and paste your blog in here. And so what is this? This is a geographic farm. Okay, so this is just trying to sell me something. But when I look through here, I'm not seeing real estate stuff. There's one. But again, it's a picture of a stucco house, single family. It's just advertising one house. I'm not picking on Peter, but unless I'm looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1.5 bath, 2,275 square foot house in San Valley, I don't even know how much it is. I'm probably not going to click on this link. But you'll notice there's way less real estate stuff in here than there is through any Facebook group you're ever going to go to. Build up your circle in here. If you've got 100, 200 people, you've got a very, very solid start. Because people in here are going to see, this works similar, I should say, works similar to Facebook. That the more people who comment and like it, the more people are going to be exposed to it. So, you want to take up too much of your time? That's what I have for social media. David, sorry, it's blurred. Sorry, David, I'm working on one monitor. What was blurry, LinkedIn? Are your glasses on? Oh, looks like you left, David. Sorry, David, it was blurry. You watch this later. I don't know why it was blurry. Unless you didn't have your glasses, or it was clear on my end, but I don't have my glasses on, so maybe I should have. So that's what I got. Anybody who has questions on any social media, let me know, and we'll get this worked out. Always reach out to Mark if you've got questions. Let's get your business moving. Thanks.